All right, so let's check out this question here. This is pretty crazy. It's got some fractions, some crazy brackets, some exponents, and whatever, okay? So again, with BEDMAS, we always just start with the B. So if we see brackets, we gotta solve them first. That's all that matters. Now for these guys, I can't just add this and say 3 plus 2 makes 5, 5 plus 3 makes 8. That's not how adding fractions works. We need to get a common denominator. And for a 5 and a 3, that would be a 15. So that means I have to triple these guys and I have to times these guys by 5. So I'll have a new fraction there that's tripled. It'll be 9 over 15. I'm tripling the digits, but the value of the fraction is still the same. Timesing by 5, that would be 10 over 15. Okay, and then so I'm going to bring down everything that is still there. Okay. What else is here? I have times 3. Now I know that's a 3 over 1, just in case I need to use a fraction there. So if I'm dealing with fractions, I might as well assume I've got lots of fractions to deal with. Who knows? Now 1 plus 5 is going to be a 6. That is in the numerator. Bring down that little 2. Okay. And now this ugly mess, okay, I'm probably going to have to keep those around. There's my 6. I work at the innermost fraction first. Okay, the innermost bracket first, I mean. So 10 over 3 minus 2, what the heck is that? So I'm dealing with fractions, so I got to make a fraction out of this guy. So here we go. I'm going to make that a 2 over 1. Okay, now if I do that, I have to get a common denominator because I'm adding or subtracting a fraction here. The common denominator between 3 and 1 is 3, so I got to make an adjustment to this guy. I'm going to have to triple both of those digits. So back to here, I've got 10 over 3 minus, and I'm going to triple this digits here. I'll have 6 over 3. Then I'm going to close my bracket and then close my bracket. Doesn't matter that the brackets look differently at this stage in the game, it doesn't matter. I use them to indicate which brackets belong together. So these pink square brackets belong together, while these blue rounded ones belong together. All right, continuing. Let's continue to work on what's in the brackets. So here, 9 plus 10, that's 19. So we have a fraction, 19 over 15. And times 3 over 1 plus, we don't have anything to solve here except maybe we could do that exponent now. We could do it later too, but there's no more brackets to solve, so we can bump to the next step right there. So that'd be 6 times 6. And then coming down here, 6 times, now 10 minus 6 is 4, so really that's 4/3 right there. And these little scoops are just telling us where the action was on that line, okay? So let's continue to work inside the brackets. Nothing to solve here, but there's still some more stuff to solve here. So I'm just going to bring everything down. Times 3 over 1 plus, well, I could probably solve that. Why not? Okay, now this here, 6 times 4/3. What I want to do is I want to just remember that's a 6 over 1. So I can just treat that like fraction multiplication. 6 times 4 is 24. 1 times 3 is 3. That's all I needed to do. If you ever can simplify a fraction, sometimes it's worth it. Like right now, I know that 24 divided by 3 makes an 8. That might make life a little easier. So I'll take that on the next line here. In the meantime, all I have now is a times sign here, a plus sign, a minus sign, and that's it. So I'm going to do my timesing and my divisions first. So this is the only thing I'm going to do right now from here to here. So 19 times 3, that's what my package is here. 19 times 3 makes 57. 15 times 1 is 15. And then I'm going to add 36, and then I'm going to minus, we know that's 8. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, you know, this here, I could draw it over 1 and over 1 and get a common denominator, but I think I have a faster way to do this. If you ever want to try this way, you can do it this way. I could do some long division here and I get an answer of 3 and 12 over 15. That's for this part. And I bring down everything else. And I can just imagine, well, that's 39 and 12 over 15. And then I'm taking away 8, so if I put those together, that's 31 and 12 over 15. So I'm really was just hassling with the large numbers. This thing stayed the same every time. However, we can simplify that. 12 over 15, if you break that down with factor trees, that's 2 times 2 times 3, and this is 3 times 5. So we see that the 3's cancel out, and we're just left with a 4 over 5. 12 over 15 is the same as 4 over 5. So what that tells us is 31 and 12 over 15 is the same as 31 and 4/5. And then you put a box on your answer and you're done. So that's the whole question, start to finish here. And then as long as your teacher knows where your final answer is, that should be a good, all right?